know, I'd learned so much about myself. My father had died 6 months before the Spice Girls had started, and I needed the Spice Girls, you know, that to fill that void, whatever it was. And so it made me analyse life. Here I'd got something that I'd always dreamed of. So once I finally got it, it made me think, you've got to get your perception of what life is really about. You know, there are people starving in Africa, that their women don't have the same rights that you and I would take for granted. You know, that the population is about to explode. There are wars going on, there are things, and then we have no right to complain, we have no right to be depressed.
Is that something that really, I mean, that matters to you a lot?
Of course, I think it matters to everybody. If you sat down the average person when they're not caught up in their everyday life and say, oh, you show them, go to take that, any person in Belgium, take them to Africa, and you see a women's literacy camp when 50% of people in Uganda can't read, and you know they're denied things that we have, you know, that we have got in our everyday lives, and they are starving. You think, actually, I do care. Everybody has a heart.
But what do you do about it then?
I think you start with yourself. You know, we can blame society. Of course, you could donate all your money that you ever owned to it, but it's not going to change the circumstance. That would be very idealistic. But I think what you can start is with yourself, and then you are part of society in the way you respond to other people. You know, break down prejudice for a start.
No, but you say you go down to Uganda and you see all these illiteracy...
I think you bring awareness to it, you know, and you educate the younger generation. That's what I'm meant to be doing as UN ambassador. And then the younger generation have the power to change. You might inspire one person that might become our next prime minister or president, that might have those ideals, and they can change they have the power to say, you know what, I'm going to do this or do that for the next time you know.
But this is all talk. I mean, what do you actually do?
What do I actually do? What do you mean?
I mean, you go and visit these places in a sort of pampered position, more or less.
I think at the end of the day, you're absolutely right. All I can do is talk. Yeah. But you know what? I think talking is very, very powerful because, you know, women like to talk a lot, and I think communication is the most important.